This is one I haven't seen before. I knew they existed, but Deutz cab forward. Is this the Intrac? The 3-point on the front, and then it's a bi-directional tractor. Deutz were sold in the U.S. For a brief period, and I'm trying to remember which dealer network they came through. But I remember seeing them there was a dealer near me growing up in the 80s, I want to say. And a lot of their early tractors had an air-cooled diesel. But then they moved into a more standard water-cooled design. And then these 3 little Deutz on the end here, I believe they are rare imports or were imported as collector items, because I don't believe that any of these Deutz would have been for sale in the U.S. Easily. This one has the air cooling tower on top of the diesel there. That big bump is for the fan to blow around the shroud and through the fins. And you can see the fins are open on this side. And that's the twin cylinder version. Big push rods in there with the springs on the outside, but then you can see the fans behind them. Oh yeah, this is one that was imported as a collector's item, because I believe that's the original dealer sticker. Some other European tractors that were imported for collecting. You can see that these are all smaller than American tractors, in part because Europe has a lot of smaller fields. And you need to have a tiny tractor to get around in there. Still got the radiator screen for this Lanz. The Lanz Bulldog was copied by a lot of manufacturers because it's big and simple. This one, a lot of them, the single cylinder is facing forward, but I don't know where the cylinder is on that one. A little far from before they joined up with Deutz, and I don't remember who else merged to make Deutz far, but I think they're part of an AGCO brand group now. See, these European import tractors have very high hitch points right at the back of the differentials, and this one's got an adapter for a low hitch, and it's also got a 3-point with a hitch bar in it. But I don't actually know why a lot of European tractors have that high hitch point, because it's not considered safe to have such a high hitch point for load hauling. Back of these Deutz also have that high hitch point in them, and then they've got a lower adapter that somebody, that got put on later. Fordson Power Major, I believe These were made in England, and I don't remember which models got imported to the U.S. Ford in the U.S. had big gaps in their tractor lineup for a long time, and they imported the Fordson branded tractors made in England to fill that sometimes. And this one is an early four-wheel drive setup from 1959, and it's also the first diesels that Ford had for a long time were the Fordsons that they were importing from England.